with Reverend Dr. Bernice King. Current and former players also engaged in dialogue about today's critical social justice issues with community leaders. All right, Brady's had to burn off a couple of timeouts on this drive, and now he comes out of the huddle with a 3rd and 8.
Well, and this is where we keep saying there's two matchups. You got Gronk and Talib up top, and then how does Aaron Donald get one-on-one inside?
Gonna run it, and the Rams are wise to it. That is Fowler quickly on James White, holds him to 2, and Gostkowski will attempt a field goal.
Well, it worked last week. They kept running the ball on 3rd down and
worked repeatedly
over and over again. And
how about this? In the games this year, the Falcons games, there was not a missed field goal in this stadium. A couple of PATs that were missed, but all kickers, Falcons and opponents, 31 of 31. Gostkowski from 46 out.
Did you do it to him again?
Don't blame the announcer. Gostkowski. No good.
I can't believe it. It's almost just automatic when you go 31 for 31 and tell the world.
Was that one of your predictions?
No, that's not. I'm not predicting. Don't worry.
About to show these boys how we do it. You ready? Higher, further, faster, baby. Yes, baby.
Higher. Further. Faster. Higher. Further. Faster. Try to keep up.
And that's how you brew it.
My king, this corn syrup was just delivered.
That's not ours. We don't brew Bud Light with corn syrup.
Miller Lite uses corn syrup.
Let us take it to them at once. But if something did happen, we'd eat the wizard first, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, brewers of Miller Lite, we received your corn syrup by mistake.
That's not our corn syrup. We received our shipment this morning.
You're joking.
Try the Coors Light Castle. They also use corn syrup.
Can you smoke outside?
Oh, brewers of Coors Light, is this corn syrup yours?
Well, well, well. Looks like the corn syrup has come home to be brewed. To be clear, we brew Coors Light with corn syrup.
Bud Light, brewed with no corn syrup.
James Corden does it all on The Late Late Show. All new tomorrow after Colbert.
Super Bowl 53 on CBS is sponsored by Olay. In 28 days, anybody can have killer skin. And by Audi. A thrilling future awaits. Reserve the e-tron SUV today. And there's a lot of history between the New England area, Boston and LA, the two great cities. Seeing, of course, the Celtics and Lakers 11 times in the NBA Finals. Boston winning 8 of those just 98 days ago. World Series coming to a conclusion. Red Sox in 5, and Gostkowski has now missed 4 kicks in the last 3 Super Bowls. That one off the mark from 46. Rams take over at the 36. That's a give to Woods. Trying to get around Wise. And runs into Chung after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. And let's bring in Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. A lot has been made over the last 2 weeks about Todd Gurley's usage in the NFC Championship game. I spoke to someone close to the team this morning who told me this is Todd Gurley's game. They want him to run early and often. C.J. Anderson will be in the usual role. He will try and spell Gurley, keep him fresh, and make sure that knee doesn't become an issue. McVay, though, not afraid to go with a hot hand if he wants to, but he wants Gurley to be successful and ultimately walk away as the Super Bowl MVP, Jim.
Well, he almost apologized for how little he used him. He had a pass bounce off his hands early in the game last week. And here's Goff connecting Reynolds. Step back to make the move. And the Rams are on the New England side of the field. That's a gain of 11. Reynolds tackled down at the 49. That's the first completion for Goff. That pass with pressure falls incomplete. Stay tuned for music's biggest moment of the year, the Pepsi Super Bowl 53 halftime show. Don't miss Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy coming up at halftime. Maroon 5 donating $500,000 in front of this performance to the National Boys and Girls Club. 2nd and 10 coming up here, Tony.
Well, my mic works again, so I can talk. This works out perfect. I was saying such good stuff on that play earlier, Jim. It was fantastic.
The pass to Woods. Take the pass underneath for a bounce 7.
And this is how the Patriots want to play. They want to turn Jared Goff into a drop back passer early in this game. Don't let him bootleg. Don't let him hand the ball off. Make him drop back and read it over and over. And they think they can get off the field on these 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4s.
Well, you got a 3rd and 3 right here.
You got to respect the run here. But I expect them to work vertically. Everyone inside is going to go this way.
Goff guns in, knocked out of the hands of Woods as Chung with a big hit in the back.
Well, Chung comes down from the safety position, and great timing to get his hand right in there. Perfect technique on the throw to Woods, who the Rams like to use on 3rd down.
Boy, the Rams took a long time before they brought out Hecker. You got to be careful with him.
This is almost too obvious of a fake. I mean, I feel like if you fake it here, it's just like you might as well run a play. It's the same thing.
Because he had the big momentum turning around pass last week against New Orleans when they were down 13-0. Trying to get the Patriots to jump.
Did they get him?
With all that shifting around.
Well, this is when you're like, hey, I think I may have blown the whistle a little early, but I don't think I can not throw the flag. So give me something. What do you like? Do you like offsides?
And if it is offsides, it's 1st down.
Or do you like it false start? I think they got to call this. There's too fast a movement by the Rams. I mean, you can't just run. It has to be a simulated motion.
Prior to the neutral zone infraction, delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
He's asking special teams coach what happened.
And John Fossil, he is extraordinary at that position. His father, Jim, of course, the head coach of the Giants in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa some 20 years ago.
You know how big that play was last week, like you said, against the Saints. Just the ability for them to line up and throw a football with your punter. You got to be prepared on every play.
Angles this one. We'll see where they mark this one. He didn't quite get it where he wanted on the angle. Almost the effects of a touchback. Down at the 19, out there. Just a 28-yard punt. Brady coming out for the 3rd time in a scoreless first.
I'm dealing with the future of the planet. Human evolutionary change.
Who the hell are you?
Bad guy. Who's gonna stop me?
You have to work together.
No way. This job requires stealth. Look at you. I'm trying to save the world, which, for the record, will be my 4th time. Because I'm really good at it. Hobbs and Shaw, you want a war? You've got one.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
for the horsepower. Gotta running off a seafood tower. Know that I'm here for a reason. Car so cold that it's sneezing. Day in the life of a baller.
Mr. James. Hi. Record label finance. Listen, I'm gonna need paper receipts for everything in this video if you want to get reimbursed.
Nah, I have Expensify for that.
What?
Skirt. Cause I had to snap it with a Expensify. My garage abracadabra. Ice whip 2 chicks that look like Cleopatra.
There's only wolves and sheep, predators and prey.
I will do everything in my power to find the truth.
Move back! I said move!
You helped save a lot of lives up there.
FBI, CBS Tuesdays.
Here's a look from our Bud Light Skycam. Patriots' third drive of the game. They have taken the football inside the Rams 35 on the first 2 trips and have come up empty. An interception and a missed field goal. Tony, what have you seen so far in this game as far as if you're the Rams side of this, and you've seen the Patriots move the football but not come up with anything?
Well, what's happening is the Patriots are trying to run the football at Aaron Donald. The way to neutralize a great player, you want to run it right at him. He's lining up on this side. So I think the Rams have figured that out, and that's why they're setting pressure right at him.
Here's handoff to Michel. And he's pushed back after 3, maybe 4. Tom Brady, we said before the game, it's almost indescribable. 9 appearances. That's more than the Steelers franchise history. The Cowboys have 8. Denver has 8. And what did he say to us when we met with him the other day? Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I'd go to 9 Super Bowls. That's Edelman diving for the first down.
And Edelman's just too good. You can't match him up with a linebacker. I feel like you get caught in it sometimes. Sometimes you don't. But on this second down play, you know, Ebukam just can't cover him one-on-one. And I understand you're going through different calls, and you got to be right. Can't be right every time.
Here's the pass. Almost intercepted. Very nearly into the arms of Marcus Peters. And the pass was intended for Hogan.
And Brady tries to dice the seam, and he's going to want this back because right over the ball, and he knows right now he can't tell the difference between man and zone. Give Wade Phillips credit to start this game. Brady seeing it after the snap. He's not getting the pre-snap, what he's used to seeing. It's looking very similar man and zone, and that was a good tip by Barron.
Now a 2nd and 10 from the 30.
So you see how he motioned over there? You think it's man-to-man, but then all of a sudden they'll drop out and play zone sometimes.
Pocket protected. That leaves Edelman open. And shoved out by Talib. 3rd catch for Edelman here in the opening quarter.
This is just a great route. This is why Edelman has like a gazillion catches in the playoffs. I mean, just he wins by 5 yards. That's an easy throw catch for a quarterback.
2nd most catches in the postseason all time, behind Jerry Rice.
Pretty good company there, huh?
First down, play action. Brady with all kinds of time. Now in trouble, and the ball's out. Recovered by New England.
Well, what effort by the Rams and just continuing to push the pocket. And you look at, you got all the backups in, and Franklin Myers gets his hand down there.
He got around Tooney. Andrews was in trouble at the same time.
Some big defensive plays going on in this game so far.
Westbrook's provided pressure. So that's the first sack of the postseason of Tom Brady. It took 100 pass plays to get there. 2nd and 19. Trying to get a lot of it back. Gronk. So hard to bring down. That picks up 14. Coming up on the Toyota Super Bowl Today halftime report. Join JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, Coach Cowher. All the highlights from the first half. That'll be coming up on the Toyota Super Bowl Today halftime report. So they get out of a long situation on 2nd and 19, down to a 3rd and manageable number here. 3rd and 5 for Josh McDaniels and this New England offense. 3rd time already residing on the Rams side of the field. From the gun, Brady feeling the heat and had to get rid of it. Aaron Donald was all over him.
And this is why Wade Phillips is as good as anybody in the league. See the middle linebacker make him think he's coming? That gets Aaron Donald to get the one-on-one matchup, and he runs right into Andrews, and there's no chance.
And look at this little throwdown.
It's not that little.
No. Tongue-in-cheek.
Another position here where you can easily run a fake.
Now here is Ryan Allen, who did not punt last year in the Super Bowl. Take something off of this, and look at Matthew Slater. Excel again, getting down as he always does to cover up kicks inside the 10. And they'll mark it at about the 6.
You got to be impressed with the defensive line of the Los Angeles Rams and just how they've started this football game. I mean, they've made Brady speed up his internal clock. Wade Phillips has made it difficult to determine if it's man or zone before the snap. Brady's having to read it after. It's a perfect start for their defense. And now the Rams have an opportunity to go down and take the lead.
But they have to start pinned near the 5. That punt was the first one by New England in its last 20 drives in Super Bowls. How long had it been? So it's been short work on the field and not all that successful for the Rams. 24 yards of offense so far.
You see how tight everybody is? The Rams are one of the few teams who put everyone right there next to the quarterback so they can hand off to anybody.
Going to hand it off here to C.J. Anderson, who's been quite a find, Tony.
He has, and he's come in and really given this team a boost at the end of the year. And he's going to need to play good, both backs, to win this one.
That was the last play of the first quarter. No score after 1.
I'll take a Coke.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is Pepsi okay? Is Pepsi okay? How? Are puppies okay? Is a shooting star okay? Is the laughter of a small child okay? Pepsi's more than okay. It's okay. Okay, what have we learned today?
You want a Pepsi?
I want a Pepsi.
There you go. Okay. I've got to come up with my own catchphrase. Okay.
What you don't know about your garage door will kill you.
It's official. You can't eat wheat bread.
Someone's been stealing packages.
They call them porch pirates.
All I'm saying is that in 5 years, robots will be able to do your job.
Greg. Are you listening?
Always, Denise.
In a world full of fear,
Simply Safe. On.
home is the place you should simply feel safe.
Grandpa? Welcome home. Come on. I've got something for you.
What are you waiting for?
You for a minute.
Going on
We are back for quarter number 2. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, Evan Washburn, Jay Feely, Gene Steratore. Rams on the field, only 3 minutes and change in that first quarter. They have possession here to start the second at their own 11.
Well, both D lines are controlling the game. New England's not trying to go sideways. They're going right at you. I keep trying to tell you, they go this way. They're not going to go sideways when you go sideways.
Here's Anderson taken down around the neck area by Wise. And a flag is out.
False start. Offense. Number 79. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
The Rams are predicated on moving sideways, so watch the snap. You'll see a little bit of a false start, but you see how they're rolling, and then a fantastic clothesline.
The greatest since the longest yard.
Yeah.